Guys, hi. I just watched a press briefing from the Minister of Police and other government representatives. And I must say, I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed. I think our government has a serious communication problem. Maybe it's not a communication problem. Maybe it's just an embedded, I don't know what to call it. I don't know. But the government of South Africa literally just went on TV and expressed that they're ready for the 30th, which is fine. And, you can sense a bit of threats here and there. It's okay. But the one thing I'm not understanding is why the government of South Africa is not addressing the real issue, which is illegal immigration and the crisis that we have of foreign nationals who are even in the country buying documents, having corrupt ways of being on the system, and addressing the issue once and for all. Let's just address the issue for what it is. Don't talk about March and March. Don't talk about the 30th. Talk about the illegal immigration crisis that South Africa has. Talk to the illegal immigrants. And if you feel like threatening anyone, threaten the illegal immigrants who are in the country illegally. Threaten your own officials who are selling off documents. Threaten government officials who haven't been doing their job. Talk to the governments of other countries and threaten them if you feel like threatening someone. Why do you resort to threatening the citizens because they're responding to a crisis that you created? And worst part is you're acting like these citizens are crazy, when the same people who are in the country illegally are the same ones misbehaving and the same ones who've been throwing threats at South Africans, and you're pretending as if you didn't even see. They're the same people who are telling us they're armed and ready. They're the same ones who are instigating violence. But the only people you're directing the threats to is South Africans. And this is very concerning because I don't even think government understands how what they're doing is actually going to backfire to their faces. Because you can't say when someone is crying to their parents and saying, "Mommy, Daddy, you've been neglecting me. And I'm so angry right now. I want to show you I'm angry by getting out of this house and leaving." And you say, "No, if you dare touch the children of next door who are in this country legally or in this home illegally, who just invaded your space and took over your space, I'm going to beat you up." Does that make sense? Does that make sense to our government? I'm really, really worried about the South African government. When does the South African government address the issue that we have? Just talk about the issue. Don't talk about anything else but the issue of illegal immigrants in the country. Because right now you've got thousands of them, unknown, undocumented, sitting there at the Durban drive-in. You want to give them food and all of that. That's fine. That's human behavior. That's good. It's a humanitarian thing. But why are you not addressing the issue? Those people are in your country illegally. How did they come in? Where were they staying? What schools were they using? Which hospitals were they going to? Which resources were they using? What jobs did they occupy? What activities were they conducting in the country? Where do they live, with who, etc.? Those are the things you should be addressing as the government. Not threatening citizens because they raised a valid concern and you can see it now. It's right in your face that all along you've been ignoring a serious crisis. When does the South African government address the issue of illegal immigrants and some foreigners being in the country with fake documents or buying these documents or corruptly being in the country and doing wrong things in the country? And that is what South Africans are complaining about. That is the issue here. Don't tell us about xenophobia or Afrophobia or ethnic mobilization or whatever you choose to call it. Tell us about the crisis of illegal immigration in the country. How are you going to fix it? That's what we want to hear. Don't threaten us.